I see.
The thing is, we don't do it for them. They can do that. They can do it themselves.
Yeah, that's why.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's soccer doubleheader. Let's give a warm welcome to our visitors from Texas College. Now give it up for your Lady Knights. This time I'm asking you to please rise for prayer followed by the national anthem.
Dear Heavenly Father, I want to thank you for the safe and reverent Texas College. We want to thank you and ask you to bless every individual family represented here. Please bless every player and keep them safe from injury. Let us be safe and allow us to always represent your will in our ministry. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Southwestern Adventist and Texas College. It's the Knights and Steers in a soccer doubleheader here on this Sunday night. Hi again, everybody. Chris Shima, glad to be with you. Let's meet the starting lineups first for Texas College. The Steers playing in their season opener here in 2023. In front of the net, the keeper will be number 20. That's Journey Baines. Also starting for Texas College, an NAIA member out of the Red River Conference, by the way. Starting is number 1, Selena Torres. Number 3 is Brandy Pineda. Number 7 is Yanli Gonzalez. Number 8, Alexis Martinez. Number 9, Dalana Rodriguez. Number 10, Ariana Martinez. Number 12 is Natalie Ruiz. Number 13, Mia Mendez. Number 14 is Chelsea Lopez. Number 18 is Elizabeth Clemente. And now for Tristan Oliveira and your Knights coming in 0-1-1, coming off that 2-1 loss, tough one on Friday at Cedar Valley. They were outshot in that one, 17-4. Starting today in front of the net, as always, is Lexi Key. And also today starting, number 7 is Chelsea Monroy. Number 9, Amanda Quiones, who has all 4 goals for the Knights so far this season. Number 10, Eunice Balboa. So a tough front 3 for Tristan Oliveira. The midfielders, number 12 is Brianna Rodriguez. Number 13 is Celeste Cardona. Number 23, Thalia Gomez. And the back four, number 15 is Fatima Vasquez, number 17, Julie Barr, number 21, Tiana Miller-Rivera, number 28, Genesis Castillo. So that's the starters for today. As you see Texas College out on the field first. It's breezy, as you can tell, as it usually is at the soccer field. 93 degrees, partly cloudy in Keene, Texas for our doubleheader here today. Of course, always like to mention, we are running on the Wi-Fi. If we have an internet glitch, likely today it won't be anything too terrible, and we'll get it up for you quick as we can as we're underway here in the opening minute. Texas College, as I mentioned, out of the NAIA, quickly turning it over. And it's going to be a throw-in on the far side for your Knights, who are in their blacks today. Oh, they changed it. Evidently, it's going to the Steers on the throw-in. So, opening with a couple on the road, this team out of the Red River Conference who went winless last year. They were 0-10 with 4 forfeits. They scored 0 goals and gave up 78 in the games that they did play. Tough defense at the start here for the Knights, trying to get the attack going. They were looking for Quinones, and why not? How about the start for Amanda Quinones for Southwestern Adventist? Had a hat trick on Tuesday against Northlake, in that 3-3 draw, and then the lone goal in the loss on Friday. Monroy sends it ahead. That goes over the keeper and almost went in. Journey Baines came out. Wasn't able to grab it like she thought she would, but she did deflect it enough. It will be a corner kick now for the Knights. Opening minutes here, and already some opportunities here for Southwestern Adventist. First on that deflection, and now it will be a corner kick. Couldn't quite see the number, but Balboa's there in the box. It goes over Monroy's head. And the left back, that's Ruiz, plays it ahead for the Steers. Torres for Texas College, nearest to us. Her pass deflected back. And Knights back on the ball here. A little through ball attempt deflected away by Lopez there. On it was Cordona for SWAU. And now Mendez gains control as possession trades about here in the early going. Bad pass, though, over on the far side. Vasquez will toss it in for the Knights. So still looking for that first win, but a couple of nice results against 2 JUCO programs for the Knights in their first efforts. The tie against Northlake was a wild game on Tuesday, and then Friday, that tough loss against Cedar Valley, who's usually a pretty good junior college team. Always tough when you're playing an NAIA. This is a team that I mentioned went winless last year, but you see they got some players. Gonzalez makes a nice play. Nobody back, though. Barr is all alone on that left back spot. Swings it back to Lexi Key, who plays it ahead. At center circle, Lopez with the flick for Texas College, then the heading effort by Rodriguez for the Knights. It's 12 against 12, and Rodriguez and Ruiz. Ruiz wins the battle. Over on the far side, Alexis Martinez into the box, and Lexi Key makes the save. So we're in the 4th minute. Both teams with a couple of nice efforts, but better chance for the Knights. Ball was flicked in. Journey Baines, the keeper, almost deflected it or misplayed it. Nice play there by Chelsea Monroy. Boy, Chelsea Monroy, Eunice Balboa, they got to be loving Quinones. You're talking about 3 scoring machines now for the Knights, and really adding some depth to the attack. Gomez trying to put the moves on, runs out of real estate. More good defense there for Texas College, and Lopez will throw it in after getting the stop. So not a lot of returners. In fact, I didn't see any returners for the Steers. So a new-look team after that abysmal season last year. At center circle, Rodriguez. Trying to go back heel there, I think, Eunice Balboa. And it's going to roll to Ariana Martinez, one of the backs for Texas College.
So he's kind of busy, so I told him I'll just stay for flow.
So 93 degrees, partly cloudy. Overall, not a bad night. I didn't ask Tristan or any of the officials with Southwestern and Venice. I'm kind of thinking as long as it's above 90, we'll have some water breaks, but we'll see how that goes. Gonzalez plays it forward. Barr is there. Knights trying to get the counterattack going on the far side now. Here in the 6th minute. And neither team really with a lot of fluid motion so far here today, if you understand what I mean. It's just been all herky-jerky and everybody trying to get on the ball all at once. You see the battle here between Monroy and Ruiz. Ruiz tried to go back heel. That gave Monroy an opportunity. Now Gomez. Gomez on the 1-2. Trying to play it into the box. It's going to be deflected, and I believe we're going to have another corner kick. Be the second for the Knights if that's true. Chelsea Monroy returning for her COVID season. 20 goals, 8 assists in 20 games the last 2 years. Quinones, the scoring machine, going to take this corner kick nearest to our side of the field. Into the box. Sent back in. Still an opportunity here, but Baines comes up to make the play on it. So Journey Baines has been tested a couple of times, but no harm, no foul. Monroy was the NCCAA first-team All-American last year alongside Lexi Key, the keeper. Key also was the 2021 USCAA Defensive Player of the Year for her work in front of the net. 3rd straight year now for Lexi Key in front of the net. Opportunity now. Look at this speed from Quinones. It's 1-on-1. She's got the keeper to beat, and she bangs it into the back of the net. It's 1-0. Knights, just like that. Sometimes there's an adjustment between high school and college. That adjustment has come very rapidly for this young lady, who now has her 5th goal in 3 games after finishing with 26 goals, and the speed right there on full display. So 1-0 to the Knights. Kind of alluded to it. Never want to guarantee anything, but this one a winnable one for this against this rebuilding Steers team. It's always tough, like I said, when you're going up against an NAIA, but some NAIAs are different than other NAIAs. It's an interesting organization. There's a lot of people at our level that think moving up to the NAIA is the end-all, be-all. I am not one of those people. I think the job that the NCCAA, they're not perfect by any stretch, but I think they, and all of the athletic departments that I've been involved with, have far surpassed the NAIAs. But again, there's different NAIAs. There's a Reinhardt out of Georgia, very strong program. Another shot into the box, Journey Baines, no problem. That's a long ball, giving it a run, Alexis Martinez. So Amanda Quinones with another goal to her totals. She's making it look easy here at the collegiate level. I mentioned 32 games. She had 26 goals, 25 assists. Those are varsity stats from Mansfield High School, which is where Amanda Quinones played last. Those are max prep, so might be off. But Gomez will take a shot, and that'll go for a goal kick. Max press is sometimes not 100% accurate, so take that with a grain of salt. But, good production, 32 games, and you're talking about 26 goals, 25 assists. But this is what you want to do if you're the Knights. You've played a couple of tough JUCOs. You feel like you've played pretty good out there on the field, as Fatima Vasquez will throw it in. Now you want to come home, take care of business. You're hungry for a win now after these two results. And so far, so good. 1-0 to the Knights. Could have been 2-0 if you're just joining us. A near miss on a misplay by the keeper, Journey Baines. Almost led to the first goal. Miller Rivera unable to get it away, so Alexis Martinez now. Nice play by Cordona, excuse me. Rodriguez, now Chelsea Monroy. Monroy, oh, what a ball. Beautifully done. Balboa taps it back to her. Quinones. Here's Gomez looking to get into the action. That one just a little bit high over the crossbar. But the Knights certainly with more of the attacking opportunities here in the early going of this one. Remember, this is a Steers team that did not score a goal a season ago. They'll start, this is their first game of the year too, so you talk about a team that's rebuilding, starting from scratch basically, Texas College, and then they're getting a little bit of a later start to the year, at least compared to the Knights, who have a couple games under their belts. Gomez trying to do it all. She's applying a lot of pressure. Still on the attack, though, is Gonzalez. Leaves it for the left back, Lopez. Nice ball. Header by Gonzalez now on the near side. This is Torres. Torres into the box. Barr is there. Barr sends it away. That's going to stay in play. Yeah, Eunice Balboa with the hustle. Quinones looking for her second. She's got another one. Goodness gracious. 2 goals already for Amanda Quinones, who's doing all the scoring right now for the Knights, and just like that, it is 2-0. She's got some vision. Take a look at this. No problem. 2-0 already. Let's see if we can't fix that. When you're the broadcaster, when you're the producer, do we have an early hat trick opportunity maybe? Not that time, as Ariana Martinez gets rid of it, but you can't ask for a better start. Like I said, this Knights team, wanted to see them come out hungry. That's exactly what they've done. So 6 goals, the total already for Quinones, who might match her varsity collegiate goals this season. She had 26 at Mansfield. She's got 6 here in college. There's certain players, and you know, it's got to be the right fit. You have to find the school that's the right fit for you. And for Amanda, that was Southwestern at Venice, but this is a player who clearly, if she wanted to go to a scholarship program, it looks like she'd have been all right. She would have had some offers. Ball into the box. Nice header there by Gomez, but third corner kick comes up empty for the Knights, who lead it now 2-0. Journey Baines, that's going to roll out of play. It's going to be a Knights throw-in here. Taken again by Vasquez. Trying to get it back to Vasquez. Torres. Julie Barr. Vasquez again. You can see the speed difference. Knights much faster than the Steers. Now Ruiz for Texas College. Rodriguez for the Knights. Monroy putting the moves on. This is the Knights team, of course, becoming the first program in school history to go to the national tournament in any sport. Cross country did it, so I should say team sport. They did that a season ago, winning a thriller in penalty kicks over Dallas Christian in the Southwest Region Tournament Championship game. And boy, Tristan Olivera did not stand pat. He knew Chelsea Monroy was coming back. Eunice Balboa was coming back, Lexi Key, but he went and got himself some runners. Vasquez trying to play it forward. It's flicked back. Cordona. Now Rodriguez at center circle. Back to Cordona. Barr getting physical. Alexis Martinez tried to send it ahead, but it's cleared out again by the defense. So here comes Rodriguez. Quinones. Gomez. Gomez, some nice footwork.
There you go.
And Gomez will let that roll out of play for a throw-in here. That's going to be goal number 3. Just like that, a hat trick. Let me check the number on that. I think, yeah, it was Quinones. I couldn't tell if that was a 3 or a 9 for some reason. Apologies to Amanda. I've blown one of her goal calls. I got the first 2. My goodness. This might be a long day if you're a Steers fan. I mean, she took that from, that's what, about 22 out? So 3-0 now. Amanda Quinones once again putting on a show. Her second hat trick in 3 collegiate games. How y'all feeling about your girl in Mansfield? Not too bad. Eunice Balboa, top of the box, sends it in for Gomez. And the offside flag is up, so no goal there. What an effort. Good start for the Knights. I haven't seen the scoreboard in a while, and I forgot to start the clock here at my home studio, so I'm not 100% sure where we are at in time. It feels like we're about 15 minutes in, though. Maybe a little bit more than that. Bar for Monroy. You look at Monroy, she's actually playing more midfield now.
Get it back, don't stop.
Quinones looking for 4 here in the early going. Very impressive. Knights, this is the second of 5 home games in the month of September. 3 on the road, including that one on Friday, so 2 more on the road. Final 3 of the month will be at home. That starts on the 19th, and that will be our next broadcast. We'll have another doubleheader for you. It'll be against Bacone. And those ones will be a little bit earlier in the day, 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. on the 19th. Chris Shima, glad to be with you. I'm at the home studio in Cleveland, Ohio. Everybody was downtown. It was pandemonium down here for the first football game, which I guess they won. I haven't watched much of the NFL, so I don't. It's not something I pay attention to. As we're in a water break, I think here. But the people seemed happy. There were a lot of them down here. You guys will love this. So first day of school. By the way, it's 68 degrees here. Yeah, 68 degrees. I said the people in Texas are not going to believe this. Yeah, 68 degrees, right? A 25-degree difference between my hometown and likely your hometown, wherever you might be. I know not everybody's from Texas. But anyways, you guys will like this. I've been saving this all week. It got up to 85 degrees on the first day of school here. They canceled school. There was no school. It's too hot at 85 degrees. I can hear the groans from Texas as we speak. I thought that was funny, but in all honesty, I grew up in Ohio, and the reason why they cancel school when it gets above a certain temperature here is it's a lot of old brick buildings from the 40s. So anything above 78, I remember being a kid in school, and it's just you're not getting any learning done that day. There's no air conditioners in those old buildings either. So still hot in Keene, Texas, though. 93 degrees. We're in a water break. We're going to take a breather here, and we'll come back with more action in just a little bit. So we're a little further along than I thought, but really good start here for the Knights. Amanda Quinones has a hat trick already. It's 3-0 Southwestern and Venice. Chris Sheeman, glad to be back with you. First of many soccer broadcasts for you here in the month of September, and then we're not going to be together as much in October. I mentioned the heavy home schedule here in September. This is home game number 2 of 5 for the Lady Knights, and then October it's flipped. They're 6 of 7 on the road. The lone home game that we'll have for you in October will be a big one. It'll be a rematch of the Southwest Region Championship between SWAU and Dallas Christian. That'll be part of a doubleheader as well. So the water break is almost done. If you're just joining us, Amanda Quinones has a hat trick here today. Her second hat trick in 3 games. She's got 7 goals in 3 games. On her way to All-American status. In just her first 3 collegiate games. It's a bold statement to make for the young kid, but she's Playing real well. Vasquez unable to gather that, so it'll be a throw-in for Texas College over on that far side. I don't have a 15 on my roster. It could be Trinity Cox. It could be Vanessa Cueva. It was all we can do to get the rosters from Texas College. Big shout out. Tristan Olvera was working with me and helping me out when he's got a million other things to worry about. Great guy and a real find by athletic director Tyler Woldridge. He is... I kind of saw it last year. You know, the teams weren't winning much last year, but you can kind of see him slowly making his mark on both of these teams, and then, of course, guiding the ladies to the first team national tournament in any sport for Southwestern Adventist is no small feat. Miller Rivera plays it over to Barr. Vasquez with two players around her. Rodriguez now for Texas College. Just clears it out. First of two, we'll have the Steers and Knights men's game about 15 minutes or so after this one. Eunice Balboa, Chelsea Monroy. Monroy fires it, and it'll be wide to the right. Monroy looking to get a goal under her belt for the first time this season. Pressure's off a little bit for the senior with Amanda Quinones. Of course, Eunice Balboa was a terrific scorer. I think she actually led the team in goals, if I'm not mistaken, last year. She had one more than Chelsea Monroy. There was one game as Balboa ran out of room there. Clemente making a nice defensive play for the Steers. But there was one game last year where the Knights put up most of their goals in one game. It was a rout. I think it was Manhattan Christian. Gonzalez with a nice run over on the far side, closing Vasquez. Gonzalez sends it into the box. Maybe an opportunity here for the Steers. That should have been a handball. Alexis Martinez, though, and it's going to be cleared behind. So the first corner kick for Texas College. Knights have already had 3 of them. Over on the far side, Gonzalez for the Steers. Wind's really died down. It was blowing pretty heavy during the anthem, but it's calmed down a bit. And it's going to be another corner as that went off Barr. So we'll do it again here in the 24th minute. 7 freshmen added to the Knights roster this year. Quinones has made the most noise. Still danger here as it'll be sent back in. That one almost beat Lexi Key. It's just a tough angle. Monroy near side of center circle with Lopez on her.
Stay with her, there you go.
Chelsea Monroy. Here is Quinones again putting those moves on. Cross in. Balboa has to try to run it down in a race with Ariana Martinez. Now Rodriguez for Texas College sends it to Gonzalez.
Go.
Trying to get the counterattack going. Quinones is there playing defense too. Ball rolls right to Lexi Key. Monroy big foot that time. Quinones. Lopez. Now Chelsea Monroy. Nice defense there by Delana Rodriguez. Rodriguez patient, finding the space. Can she keep it in play here? Sends it in, and it'll go for a goal kick. 26th minute. 3-0 to the Knights, courtesy of Amanda Quinones. Her second hat trick already this season. Knights were able to complete their game Friday at Cedar Valley. The men were not so lucky. Their game was called at halftime because of the weather. So they're going to have to go back to Cedar Valley, finish up the second half in a couple Sundays. That one just a little bit behind Gomez. Pineda sends it forward. Randy Pineda, the center back. Here's Martinez. And we got a whistle. I believe that's the first foul for either team. Clemente going to take the free kick. Just inside 18 minutes to play here in this opening half. It's been dominated by the Knights. Clemente into the box. Now Balboa. Gomez gets it back to her. Awkward looking, but the 1-2 connects. Now Rodriguez takes it away. Plays it forward. I've called Vasquez's name quite often. Couldn't come up with the ball that time, though. Here's Gonzalez for the Steers at center circle. Near side, Torres.
Get it back, get it back, get it back.
And Quinones with some aggressive play there, able to win the ball. Gomez runs out of room at center circle. Pineda, some nice defense. Cordona now with the nice run. Nobody there, though. Pineda again on the ball for the Steers. Gonzalez on the near side as the shadows start to creep in. Alexis Martinez will throw it in for Texas College. Trailing 3-0. Miller Rivera. Monroy. Sends it ahead. Gomez, it's a little too far forward. And it'll go for a Steers throw. So it's Monroy, it's Key, Balboa, Miller, Rivera. Those are the 4 returners. 12 newcomers, and 7 of those, as I mentioned, are freshmen. Here's Gomez. That's going to be well to the left. Gomez is one of those freshmen. So goal kick here for Journey Baines. Looks like Clemente will take it. First 2 on the road, as I mentioned, for Texas College. They're back in action Thursday against Houston Victoria on the road. They will play their home opener on the 21st against Our Lady of the Lake. So next 2 NAIA opponents for the Steers, Texas College and HBCU. I mentioned they're in the NAIA. They play in the Red River Conference. They were one of the original members of the SWAC, though, way back in the day. I think they played in the SWAC back in the 40s.
Get it back, get it back.
Stay on her, Natalie.
Quinones. Gomez couldn't quite chase it down. Got there in time, but not enough to keep it in play, so another goal kick for the Steers. See the time left, about 13 and a half. So 32nd minute. Gonzalez showing some moves against Castillo. Now Torres fires it. Lexi Key on one hop. I believe that's going off Monroy, so it'll be another throw for Texas College, who's getting the ball on the other side of the field with a little more frequency. Not much to show for it yet, though. Bad throw in there. Quinones. Boy, her footwork is really high-level stuff. Balboa on the far side. Against Martinez. Balboa tried to flick it forward. Rodriguez for the Knights now battling with Martinez. It'll be a throw for SWAU here. Quinones. Defenders falling down. And did they whistle a foul on the Knights there? Or is it on the Steers? I think Amanda Quinones.
Get on defense!
I mean, the defender just fell under her own feet. I don't think Quinones played a part there. Okay, so they called a foul on Texas College. My apologies. So Amanda's going to take this free kick just outside of the box here. This is prime for goal number 4 here. We'll see what she does. But she scored from further out on her last effort. Does she have number 4 in her? Ooh, I thought that was going. It was a little bit too high. So nearing 11 minutes to play here in the half. Knights were outshot in their last game at Cedar Valley. According to the box score, they were outshot 17-4. I question that a tad, but I wasn't there. Chelsea Monroy now. Monroy one-on-one with Lopez. Sends it top of the box. Is that Lowry in? Yeah, I think Daria Lowry's come in. Here's Monroy. Comes right to Baines. So, Daria Lowry. Also on the basketball team, at least she was last year. In. Yasmin Tall, number 25. Some subs for Tristan Olvera. Make sure we got everybody. That's Cordona still out there. So maybe just those two, at least all I can see right now. Cordona lost her footing. Counterattack opportunity now for Gonzalez in Texas. That ball on the far side, though, that was where nobody could get it, and now Vasquez will have a throw-in. Bar back to her. That's Layla Dixon. So I knew I missed somebody. So Dixon also in, gets a touch. Now trying to run it down as Pineda plays it forward. Here is Alexis Martinez.
Go, go,
Guerrero in for Texas College plays it forward. Correction, that is Ruiz.
Back to the middle, back to the middle.
Here's Gonzalez. Gonzalez beats the defender,
Good job.
and that might have been deflected. We might have our third corner for Texas. Steers will have it, so both teams with 3 corner kicks in the opening half. We're nearing 8 minutes to go in the half. Steers showing some signs of life here. So Gonzalez will take the corner. Yanley Gonzalez. The header goes wide to the left. That was Alexis Martinez. We've called her name quite a bit defensively. The birds sound happy. They must be Knights fans. Here's Monroy. Trying to run it down is Dixon. And Dixon ran out of room courtesy of Pineda. It will be a corner kick, though. So Monroy's still up front. I don't think Quinones is still in the game. Dixon, Lowry, and Yasmin Tall. 3 subs here in the first half. And it's going to be Julie Barr to take this corner kick. The 4th here today for SWAU. Headed out by Clemente. Maybe still an opportunity here. Cordona trying to get on the ball. Now Lowry trying to chase it down. Vasquez did a nice job using her body, but Gonzalez gets it for the Steers. Counterattack for Gonzalez. Hitting Miller Rivera. Gonzalez. And that goes off the back of Vasquez, who didn't see it coming at her. So we will have another corner kick over on the far side. Gonzalez will take it again, approaching 6 to go here in this first half. So both teams now with 4 corner kicks in the first half. Gonzalez into the box, grabbed by Lexi Key. Lexi doesn't have a ton of size in front of the net, but she plays very intelligent. And in her 3rd year, All-American honors once prior. That's really who you want when you have a younger team, like Tristan Olvera does, to be in front of the net. Rodriguez is going to be whistled, I think, for a little bump there. Normally in the women's game they let go, but it'll be a free kick for the Knights. And my check says Southwestern Adventist on it, so good call, referee. And Julie Barr will take the kick just outside center circle here. Inside 5 to go now. In the 41st minute. Bar into the box. What a ball. And that's going to be flicked into the back of the net. Chelsea Monroy is on the board for the first time this season. And it's 4-0 Knights. Julie Barr gets the assist on that one. And for the first time here in 2023, somebody other than Amanda Quinones has scored. And fittingly, it's the senior, Chelsea Monroy. So 4-0 now. As the Knights are cruising here in this opening 45 minutes. Dixon. Going to be a throw for the Steers over near our side of the field. Chris Shima, glad to be with you. We'll be together a lot to wrap up September. Well, the passing has been really crisp. Lowry now to Dixon. And Lopez, one of the backs for the Steers, doing just enough there to disrupt things. What a day for the Knights. 4-0 here in the opening half. Vasquez looking to get into the action, taking on the entire team. And Tall comes up to try to make a play. It might have been a handball there. Goal kick, I believe. Don't forget, we're going to have the guys game for you coming up as soon as this one's done. I think it's all double headers as far as soccer coverage goes the rest of the year. Tall gets on the ball. Nice pass. Lowry to Dixon. Oh, couldn't beat the keeper Baines that time. Knights almost had their 5th goal here in the opening half. And Baines got to regroup. She thought it was a goal kick, but evidently another corner kick. So Julie Barr on her last set piece picking up an assist. We'll see. That was on a free kick from just outside center circle. Now the corner, her second that she's taken today. Monroy got on the ball. Oh, off the crossbar by Dixon. They didn't call. You might have heard one of the fans talking about a handball, and I think that was correct, but they didn't call it, and Monroy goes wide to the right on her shot attempt. So no harm, no foul there. So Dixon almost scoring. Now here's Clemente for the Steers. Season opening game for Texas College. First 2 on the road. Home opener on the 21st. Tall trying to run it down. It'll go for a goal kick as we wind down this opening half. 45th minute, and the Steers don't appear in any hurry. It's been a tough start to 2023 for them, trailing now 4-0. And that'll do it. for the opening 45 minutes of play. What a half for the Knights. Another hat trick already here in the first 45 for Amanda Quinones. Chelsea Monroy, the senior leader, gets on the board for the first time this year. And we go to the half with the Knights in cruise control. 4-0. Looks like we're taking a 7-minute half. Okay. Everybody get your bathroom breaks in, do your dishes, whatever you need to do. We're coming back pretty quickly with the second half here in just a little bit. Don't go too far. All right, welcome back, everybody. We are back in action. What a first half it was for Southwestern Adventist. They lead at 4-0 on their way to their first victory of the season. Came in at 0-1-1. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you from the home studio in Cleveland, Ohio. Hat trick by Amanda Quinones in the opening half, her second in her first 3 collegiate games. Chelsea Monroy scored her first goal of the year. That was goal number 4, so first 3 by Quinones, who has looked just remarkable. What a find by Tristan Olvera. So 4-0. Texas College is, at times shown signs of life on the attack. Eunice Balboa being bumped off by Lopez. Steers send that ball right to Miller Rivera. Quinones now looks like playing a center back. Tristan Olvera keeping me on my toes. Nice pass by Cordona. Sent in by Monroy, but nobody there. So goal kick to come. We saw this a lot last year. Tristan would alter the lineups a little bit. See what everybody can do. When you have 7 freshmen, you're playing with house money right now, up 4-0 in cruise control. It's also fun for a lot of those players who play defense their whole lives. I was one of them. Get them a little action. Get Julie Barra up at the top. That's where she is right now. Well, she's not literally there right now. She's outside of the box, being bumped off by Rodriguez for Texas College. And I believe she dribbled that right out of bounds, so it's going to be a corner kick. First of the half for SWAU. Gomez will take it. Barr's a good player to have in that box in the corner. She's got a little bit of length. And diving for it, Baines makes the stop. First of a doubleheader. We'll have our second game a little bit after this one is through. By the way, I haven't talked about this, so we said there's 3 road games in September. The next 2 for the Knights are on the road. It's back to the junior college as we go. A rematch with Northlake will be on Tuesday, so pretty quick turnaround. And then another quick turnaround, they'll play again at Eastfield on Thursday. So at Northlake at 5 p.m. on Tuesday, and then at Eastfield at 4 p.m. on Thursday. And then they'll be off. And it'll be 3 straight at home to wrap up the month of September. It'll be Bacone on the 19th, Ecclesia on the 22nd. Both of those are afternoon games. And then Arlington Baptist on the 26th. So Tuesday, Friday, Tuesday. It'll be nice to see some competition against NCAA opponents, which we'll see those 3 straight games at home. That'll give us a better idea of exactly how much noise this Knights team can make. Certainly they look, Randall was always there. Now they changed coaches, I believe, so I haven't followed much of what's going on with the Saints. Last year, Randall barely had, I think they came here and played with 10 players. That was it. Nice passing here. This is Gonzalez getting it from Rodriguez. Some aggressive play there by Quinones. And that will be a foul. Texas might be looking for a little bit more. The Steers are not going to get it, though. Amanda Quinones is 5 foot, and she just popped Gonzalez. like she was nothing. I love it. Oh, man. I don't care what happens. I want 4 years calling night soccer. Quinones is going to be fun to watch. Here's Clemente. There was a left back who played at a D2 college that I used to broadcast games for here in Cleveland. And she was just like that. She was 5 foot maybe 90 pounds. And she would just pop anybody 5'10" and above like she was born to do it. It was hysterical, and it was so fun. I'm 5'5". I love it when my short people succeed. I love it. That ball into the box, Cordona. Lopez made a play on it, then it's deflected for a goal kick. 52nd minute, just underway here in the second half. Knights in cruise control, 4-0 to SWAU. Chris Shima, glad to be with you. We were unable to be together during the last game, but at least glad you guys were able to watch it. We had a little issues, but smooth sailing here tonight. Smooth sailing for the Knights, too. Vasquez, I don't think we've given her due props today. She's been great on that back line from that left back spot. Attack fizzles out. Journey Baines, who's been tested in her first game in front of the net. If you're just joining us, this is a Steers team that did not score a goal last year. They were 0-10 with 4 forfeits. 0 goals scored, 78 goals allowed. It was a real rough 2022. And the staff has kind of remade the roster. Chelsea Monroy. Short on that one. Here's Lopez. Castillo tried to get a touch on it, but probably better she didn't. As it goes out of play, it'll be a throw, and Genesis will take it. Newcomer, but a senior. Genesis Castillo. Pineda has played well. She's had her moments as she sends it into the box. Cleared out by Quinones, I believe. Rodriguez and now Gomez. Here's Barr. Oh, Gomez, one-on-one now. Defense comes to help. Gomez battling against Martinez, Ariana Martinez. Gomez back on the ball. There's the little 1-2 with Gomez and Barr. Outside of the box now, looking to cross. Instead goes back to Vasquez. Vasquez fires it in. Deflected by Lopez. Shot by Barr. Sliding to try to keep Pope alive, but Rodriguez sends it forward. Coming up, Quinones. And I believe that's going to be deflected off Texas College. Nice defensive play there by Amanda. Might have some cramping going on here. Alexis Martinez is down. 93 degrees at the start of this one. I don't have my phone on me, so I can't give you an update on the weather, but it's probably still hot. So not unusual to see cramping. So while we're in a bit of a injury timeout, take another look at the broadcast schedule. I'll be with you 9 days from today, next Tuesday, as the Knights return home after that 2-game road trip to take on Bacone. Ladies will be at 4, dudes at 6. And then early starts on Friday, noon and 2. Volleyball on the 25th, more soccer to wrap up September on the 29th. Monroy's played every minute so far tonight. Her pass taken back by the Steers. Center circle, Rodriguez. Monroy now. And that one misplayed, gave Baines enough time to get on it. 56th minute, excuse me. Knights in cruise control. Tristan Olvera testing some different, I don't want to say lineups, formations. Cordona, Barr, and Lopez gets on her. So Lopez has played well as well for the Steers here tonight. She's disrupted a few chances. Cordona over on the far side of your screen. Throw in. Torres and Monroy. Steers now Pineda. Pineda couldn't get it through Cordona, but stays with it, gets it back. Some room on that far side. Here is Gonzalez. Quinones is there to disrupt. Gonzalez plays it over to Martinez. Alexis Martinez. Cross into the box. And on a hop, it comes right to Lexi Key. Looking for a clean sheet. Lexi Key has allowed 4 goals in the first 2 games. Or excuse me, 5 goals in the first 2 games. She has not really been tested except for a few corner kicks. There's not been a lot of resistance. The back 4 has done its job to protect their keeper, Lexi Key. Texas College will stay on the road as they continue to open up their season. They'll be at Houston Victoria Thursday, and then their home opener on the 21st against Our Lady of the Lake. Steers obviously have a ways to go. Looks like they've got some competitors out there, though. That's what you want when you start to build. We talked about that last year with the Knights. Tristan Olvera in his second year really providing a nice little blueprint for how things can go. Chelsea Monroy nifty. That's Balboa over on the far side running out of room, and Lopez will throw it in. Monroy again. Barr. And now the shot blocked by Baines. Staying with it is Rodriguez. Baines pushes her out of the way and able to gather. 59th minute. Still 4-0 to the Knights if you're just joining us here in the second half. Amanda Quinones with a hat trick and Chelsea Monroy with her first goal of the year. Gomez has been eyeing the back of the net, instead trying to set up her teammate here. Barr top of the box. Barr puts the moves on, fires it, comes right to Baines. Makes another save. She has been under the gun, Journey Baines, here tonight. Gomez, and whose throw is this? It's going to be Alexis Martinez for the Steers. Ruiz Sends it far side of center circle to Torres. Battling with Castillo, who takes it right away. That's what we were talking about earlier. The back four for the Knights has been money. Gomez. Balboa. Ariana Martinez sends it out of harm's way. 61st minute. We're inside a half hour to go here in this one. Knights on their way to their first win of the year as Chelsea Monroy throws it in. Julie Barr trying to head it. Cleared out. Tiana Miller-Rivera, one of 4 returners from a season ago, along with Lexi Key, Balboa, and Chelsea. Monroy. Barr sends it back. Ball into the box. Comes right to Baines. So we've seen a lot of positives here today. Again, the question is how far can the Knights go? Certainly, they can repeat. Southwest Region in women's soccer has not always been tops in the country, let's just say. Randall's always had a good team. Arlington, I think, won a couple seasons ago. Knights won last year. Dallas Christian came very close to reaching the national tournament. Knights and Crusaders last year went into penalty kicks, and the Knights won that to advance. Knights didn't win at the national tournament. They went 0-3, or 0-2. I can't remember how many games they played, but if they get there again, can this lineup produce a victory in that tournament? I think so. It's very early. This is the first chance I've had to see them with any consistency. But when you have Chelsea Monroy and you don't even really need her to be the focal point anymore because you have Quinones, Gomez has looked good at times. We've talked about the defense from players like Cordona and Vasquez in particular. Miller Rivera also back there has played well. And the others who have kind of shuffled around. So that's the next step in the program, starting to compete for a national championship. Chelsea Monroy with a rocket with a defender draped right on her, and a nice play by Journey Baines to prevent that goal. So another corner kick to come here for the Knights. Let's see if we got enough time to run that back. This is not easy to do for Monroy when you have a defender. Now we're back to live action, so we couldn't quite take a look at it, but trust me, I guess you'll have to just go with me on it. Here in the 64th minute.
Get it back, get it back!
But just to finish up the thought, Quinones sends it into the box. Oh, she almost had her fourth on a misplay by Baines, but Baines able to gather. Journey Baines gets the big piece of chicken at the post-game meal for the Steers. They have not made it easy on her. They are firing at will. Well, I was trying to finish that thought. Knights keep taking shots, so I got to stay with them. Here is Gomez with the flick. That'll go for a goal kick. All right, so I was trying to say, yes, you've got that scoring ability, but the thing that makes the Knights dangerous now is there's a little bit more speed than we saw a season ago. You know, Quinones is blowing by everybody. You can even see the speed from the left back Vasquez. This is a faster, more athletic team, and that's really what you need. I've called a lot of those NCCAA national tournaments over the years. And it's always the teams that have the athleticism at that time of the year that can make some noise. The South region is always very good. Pensacola Christian Trinity is usually in the mix.
There you go. Stay with it. Stay with it. Stay with it.
I think the North, I want to say Maranatha is really good too. Don't quote me on that. But there's some good competition all over the country.
Push up, push up. Push up 15. Full speed.
Rodriguez, Quinones again.
Come on, go to the ball.
And whoever number 15 is there was a little bit slow to react. It's either Trinity Cox or Vanessa Cueva. Those were the two on our roster that were given to us without jersey numbers. So number 15 is one of those two ladies. So Martinez throws it into Rodriguez. Gonzalez
Come on, girls.
colliding with her own teammate. There is Torres. And that time it's Cordona there. By the way, most of you know by now that I call the games from my home studio. Well, the cat is awake, and she's running around every single cable that I have plugged in. They love to sow chaos, don't they? They're little anarchists, these cats. Get away from us.
Good, Lex. Good. Take it.
Anyways, if the cat takes the broadcast down, we'll get it back up for you in a few seconds. Those are words I never expected to say as a broadcaster. The 67th minute, by the way. It's up 4-0. All the goals coming in the first half. As Tristan Olvera, he hasn't taken the foot off the gas by any stretch, but he's giving different players different opportunities at different positions here in the second half. Which I really think is smart coaching, and I'll tell you why. At this level, you don't always have a lot of depth. And injuries are unfortunately a part of the game. So if you're in a situation where Chelsea goes down, God forbid, Balboa, something happens to somebody, and you need to shuffle things around, you want to know what you've got. And right now, looks like we're going to go to a water break. So again, just some shuffling around. I think they're going to take the water break. It doesn't look like the clock is stopping, though, so we're going to keep that going. But we do go to a break. We'll come back and resume action here in just a little bit. Don't go too far. All right, we're back to live action. So they took that water break. The clock did continue to move, so we are inside 17 minutes here in the 73rd minute with the Knights still up 4-0. Chris Sheeman, glad to be back with you as the sun starts to set in Keene, Texas. Knights getting all 4 goals in the first half. Amanda Quinones scored the first 3 for her second hat trick in 3 games. Chelsea Monroy putting one in the back of the net for her first of the year.
There you go.
Texas College trying to just get on the board here. But
Somebody help. Somebody get open.
this defense, this is Castillo locking things down. Steers still on the attack. That's over the head of Miller Rivera trying to chase it down or actually body out Rodriguez to force the goal kick. And well played there by the senior Tiana Miller Rivera. So Lexi Key on her way to her first clean sheet of the season. She's 16 minutes and 40 seconds away from that. Chelsea Monroy. And Vasquez, a little bit upset with herself. She's played a great game there, just couldn't quite gather. So a throw now for the Steers. Knights will be back at it on Tuesday. They're going back on the road, a rematch with Northlake. And then on Thursday, they will take on, checking on Chelsea Monroy, who's quickly back up. Good sportsmanship there from Delana Rodriguez. So Northlake on Tuesday on the road. Thursday, they're at Eastfield, 5 p.m. and 4 p.m. respectively. And then coming back home for the final 3 of the month, Bacone, Ecclesia, and Arlington on the 19th, 22nd, and 26th. I'll have them all for you here on YouTube. Give a shout out to Chaz and Jonathan. We've had to work a little extra hard to get these games up and get them going nice and smooth. And I think tonight, at least, I'm gonna curse us by saying this, but this is one of the best broadcasts we've had in 2 years. The internet has been smooth. The camera work has been fantastic. So if you guys are at Southwestern Adventist, please give those 2 guys some appreciation, because they're working real hard to make sure that you guys can see these games. If you're a parent, maybe you go to a game, you couldn't be there tonight, but you go to them, go over to camera people and just say thank you. It took it was quite an off season. And what they've been able to put together here in just a couple of weeks has been really, really fabulous. They've been great to work with, too, from my perspective, which really helps. So Barr took a shot. Another save by Baines. 14 and a half to go here in the 76th minute. Knights going to win their first of the year. On Friday, they fell at Cedar Valley. Tuesday, they had that 3-3 draw against Northlake, who they will see again on Tuesday. Torres flicked right out by Miller Rivera.
Come on, girl, finish strong, finish strong.
Is this Vasquez? Yes, it is. Vasquez. Now it's sent over to Gomez.
There you go, good defense. Stay with it.
Gomez runs out of room. Ariana Martinez has played some nice defense here this evening. Gomez back on the ball. Top of the box, here is Rodriguez looking for Balboa. That might have been Rodriguez's shot to take there. She passed it up, though, being unselfish, trying to get Balboa involved. Clemente. Now Rodriguez. Over on the far side, Ruiz back to Rodriguez. Bumped off by Cordona. Stifling defense continues, although pushing forward Gonzalez. Lexi Key says, we'll let that one go. Run about 20 more seconds off that clock. Those are the little things. You see the guys warming up. Don't forget, first of a doubleheader, we'll have the Steers and Knights men coming at you. This one might end early, so 8 o'clock your time. Seems like a safe bet. I don't know if they'll start early or not. They might. I don't think Texas College has incredibly far to go, but, you know, it's a Sunday night. Classes tomorrow. They might want to get on the road. Here comes Quinones. Look at this speed, just blowing by everybody. She just beat 3 players. Misplayed by Baines. Luckily for her, Clemente was there. It'll go for a goal kick. You're in the 79th minute. Or correction, corner kick. I said goal kick. Oops. Barr will take it. Knights looking to tack on another goal here off the set piece. Julie Barr. Let's see if she goes short to Quinones here. Well, into the box. And that went over everybody's head. Running it down is Vasquez nearest us. She's in a battle. Flicks it into the box. Vasquez comes up again. Steers able to hold. Martinez. That's off Rodriguez for the Knights. So in these final 10 minutes and 30 seconds tick away, Knights will be 1-1-1, going back on the road the rest of the week, Tuesday and Thursday. And then we'll be with you the following Tuesday.
Go, 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 there you go! Get in there,
Here is Gonzalez. And she just has no time. Chelsea Monroy gets there. So it looks like they moved Quinones back up and they put Monroy into a center back position now. Again, Tristan Olvera shuffling things around a little bit with this comfortable 4-0 lead. Gonzalez will have another corner. I believe this is 6 for the Steers. Whole team's about even in the corner kick category. Lexi Key just grabs it away from Rodriguez. They've got Lexi Key listed at 5'3", but she plays way bigger than somebody 5'3". Here is Quinones turning on the Jets once again. She'll fire it off the crossbar. Still opportunity, maybe. Knights trying to get back on the ball. Unbelievable. She's like the Steph Curry of soccer, you know. He can hit those half-court shots like that. She could score from anywhere. I get the feeling. Balboa back to Rodriguez. Coming from behind, Gonzalez for the Steers. Texas College trying to get the counter going. Sent forward by Monroy. Gomez trying to chase it down, but it goes out of play. 82nd minute. 8.5 to play in this one. So Clemente will take the kick again. Steers are going to fall to 0-1 here in their season opener. As I mentioned, they're back on the road Thursday at Houston Victoria, and then their home opener on the 21st against Our Lady of the Lake. Texas College is Tyler.
There you go.
Vasquez on the near side. Daria Lowry back in, trying to run it down. He's a little bit too far forward from her. Here's Quinones. Fires it. She's got goal number 4. This freshman continues to find the back of the net, and it's 5-0 Southwestern Adventist. How many do you think she'd have if they kept her up front the whole game? My goodness. All right, what are we up to now? You know you're having a good start to the year where you make the broadcaster stop and do math to add up all the goals you've had in the first 3 games. So she's got a hat trick in 1. 8 goals now in 3 games. And she makes it look so easy. Oh, man. Southwest region opponents who might be scouting, good luck, y'all. Good luck. And you think, well, you could run a couple of defenders at her. You can, well, then you got Chelsea Monroy and Eunice Balboa to deal with. If that's your strategy, and even Gomez has shown some signs here. So what do you do? Goal kick to come. Lexi Key, played by Ruiz for the Steers. And guess who? Here she goes again. Quinones running by everybody. Fires it in. That one, no trouble for Baines here in the 85th minute. Can we run this one back? I'll let you know if something interesting's happening. Lexi Key comes to the top of the box. Barr holds the attacker back. Lexi Key and Eunice Balboa helped snap a long volleyball slide. They got their first victory in a couple of years recently. So volleyball's looking like they're on the upswing. This women's soccer team is going to be a force. Quinones looking for a Lowry. A little bit too far forward. Dixon also out there fighting, battling with Torres over on that far side. Now Cordona back to Quinones. Quinones fires another one in. It was deflected, and it's going to be put into the back of the net by Clements. Goal number 6 for the Knights. Madison Clements. And it's 6-0 as Clements scores her first of the year. So 4 goals from Quinones, 1 from Monroy in the first half, and now 1 from Madison Clements. 6-0. This is a statement game right here for the Knights. We mentioned it, if you're just joining us in the opening minutes, that the Knights, they played a couple of tough JUCOs very well. 0-1-1 entering play, but this is one where they had to handle their business, and business has been handled on a Sunday, nonetheless. Tall back out there. Yasmin Tall.
Good job, good job.
There is Gonzalez. My clock messed up, so I don't know how much time we have, but we're winding down. I believe it's 88th minute. Lexi Key trying to preserve that clean sheet. Those are, I think, the most important stat if you asked any keeper is how many shutouts, how many clean sheets do I have? I think those mean the world to keepers. It's very important when you can have a shutout on your resume. This has been a complete performance for the Knights, and they're looking for more here. That ball cleared. Lowry on it, battling with Gonzalez. Now Quinones, always dangerous. She'll fire it. And it's blocked over the crossbar by Baines. So Baines has saved a couple more goals that Quinones could have had. I don't put this all on Journey Baines. She made a couple mistakes early. There was one play very early on that didn't lead to a goal that probably should have for the Knights, but it's tough when you're going up somebody with this much skill at this level. Quinones with the corner. It's headed by Barr, but out of play. 90th minute. We're inside a minute to go. We're going to wrap this one up fairly quickly, folks, so we can get ready for the men's game. Give you the scoring recap again. Quinones, 4 goals. Chelsea Monroy with a goal in the first half. It was 4-0 at halftime, and then late here, Quinones had been on the back line for most of the game, and as soon as she came up again, that's when the attack started. Now she's looking for goal number 5. That one played, it'll be a corner kick with 20 seconds. Knights might just, this might be the soccer version of dribbling the basketball out here. Quinones is going to try to get out there. She's not stopping, and I think they might just call this. So 6-0 appears to be the result. Knights' first win here in 2023, and several exclamation points on this W as the Knights go to 1-1-1. Once again, they're back on the road. Tuesday at Northlake at 5 p.m., Thursday at Eastfield at 4 p.m. And we'll be with you again. More women's soccer coming at you Tuesday, September 19th, taking on Bacone starting at 4 p.m. All right. First of a doubleheader for the Knights goes to the Knights. We'll see what the guys can do coming up here in just looks like about 8-10 minutes. 8-10 minutes, something like that, is when game number 2 will start. Come on back, folks. Don't go.